the second annual Mae Young Classic. Full Sail live at Full Sail University in Winter Park near Orlando. Have the talent here. Incredible! It's Mercedes Martinez. Mercedes, your second time.
Yes.
How about that? Second time with the Mae Young Classic. They've had two and you've been part of both of them.
Yes.
What is it like? What was it like, not just last year, but then obviously getting a call back to be a part of it this year?
It's I'm shocked actually, to be honest with you. You know, when you have this caliber of these young female talents here, it's a lot different than last year. I'm so excited, not just for me, but for everyone who's involved. But this is a good crop of girls they got this year. Like you're looking at Amico, you're looking at Io, Nicole Matthews now, and you know Deanna Perrazzo. Like all these group of girls that weren't here last year. It kind of brings it up a notch. So I'm really excited to be back and just to put my talent to the test once again.
What was it like last year being the first one? And is it easy for you in preparation being a part of the second one?
Yeah, the first one was you're nervous, you're excited. I think your nerves get the best of you, so you hold back just a little bit. But when you know there's a second one coming, you kind of go full gear. And to prepare for it, you kind of just know what's going to happen. I think with me preparing for it, I knew what I was going to expect. I knew that my game had to be on that top tier level once again, but it's a whole different atmosphere compared to last year. Those nerves are still there, but it's more of, it's competition now. Like the game just got leveled up.
What is it like at Full Sail Live and that crowd? Like last year, what was that like, and
Yeah,
just the
that crowd
excitement there?
is amazing. Like it's electrifying. It's the best way you can put it. Like you go out there and you get chills and goosebumps up and down your spine. So the crowd at Full Sail, there's nothing that compares to it. And I've been around the world a lot, but this crowd here, they love their women wrestlers. They really do.
Mercedes, what does it say that WWE is stepping up so much, not only with this, but Evolution, first women's pay-per-view, and just so much that they're doing, main eventing, Raw and SmackDown, and being a big part of the pay-per-views. Just being that you've been in this business a while and been everywhere and done basically everything, what do you see as this evolution for WWE and women's wrestling in general?
Yeah, I think this is a big step. It's the right opportunity, the right time for this to happen. With so many female talents out there, I think it gives them a chance to actually shine once, be on that big stage. And WWE is doing such a great job and grabbing all these top talents and giving them a taste of what it's like to be on that big stage. And I think in future, hopefully there's something weekly, which is a women's program, something weekly, or you know, just give them their own platform instead of always sharing it. Sometimes, you know, when you get that big platform and you're competing against other female talents, you level up your game because you know you're in competition, not just with yourself or with the men, but with other talents that are probably, you know, have more competition or more skill than you. So you're always prepared, and it's just this great opportunity, not just for me, but for female wrestlers all over the world.
And with that,
Yes.
why do you think women's wrestling has gotten to this level of growth? Because when you were training, didn't you
Yes.
mostly have to train with men?
Yes, I did. Yes, when I was first started training, it was all men, and I think now what it comes down to is, you know, we're being considered as athletes now, and that's the big thing, is that we're not just a diva or a valet. We are now considered athletes and superstars, and we're being treated as equals. And that's all we ever wanted to be, was treated as equals and just show our talent and skill. And we work just as hard as the men do. So this is a great opportunity for anybody who wants, any female who wants to be in pro wrestling, just to be up there and just show what they got. Because there is no equality unless we're grouped together now. And it's just a great thing, I think.
Mercedes, there's been Shimmer, there's been Shine.
Yes, yes.
There have been women's wrestling groups.
Yes.
How do you think groups like that, and that you've been a part of,
Yes.
have played a role in this?
I think it played a really big role. I think when you have companies like Shimmer, Shine, WSU, Femme Fatales, even Triple W for NXTW, you know, back in the day, what it does, it gives a platform for women wrestlers, and it gives the audience something new to see. So it was a step forward, way above what you're seeing now. So 10 plus years ago, Shimmer started, I believe in 2005, I want to say. So it's been a little over 10 years, and Shimmer's still around. So it gave a platform for us females to be treated as athletes. And now with WWE picking up on that train and this revolution becoming an evolution, without Shimmer or Shine and without the mainstream seeing that and seeing that there is a market for it, I think it's a wonderful thing that I was able to be part of something back then and still part of it now. I see that change, and it's great to be a part of it, man. It really is.
Do you find yourself offering advice to anybody like last year and things like that, or them coming up to you, or more or less is everyone just doing their thing?
No. I still, the girls still come up to me and ask me, did you see my match? What did you think? And I give my professional opinion and just give my insight and stuff. Not that they'll take it or anything, but just so I think it makes them feel good knowing that someone, who's been in business long enough
with credibility.
Yes. That is watching their match, and I like to see the girls. I like to see what they're up to. I also like to scout them because you never know what I'm going to get in the ring with them. So there's always something. Yeah, I watched your match. I want to see what you want to do. You never know. I'm just saying. But it's a really good positive thing when girls come up to me. Hey, did you watch the match? Can you give me feedback? What did you think about this? Or even gear stuff, or even anything. It shows that they really love my work and they take me seriously. So it's a great thing.
Speaking of the gear,
yes.
Did you do any different? Are you doing anything different?
I don't know what to talk about.
Are you doing anything different with gear for this compared to what you wore?
Oh yes, I'm a little grittier, a little more badass this year. I did a little bit of my Assassin's Creed style. If everyone knows me, I'm a big Batman fan, the video game. This year's theme was Assassin's Creed compared to last year was Batman and Joker. So my gear is a little bit more rougher, grittier. I got a hood and a face shield. Oh yeah. So if you see me out there, just know it's part of Assassin's Creed.
And that fandom that you have is also part of your tattoo.
Oh, everything's
ensemble,
part of my
right?
tattoos. Yes. We got the Marvel going on here on this sleeve. Still being worked on. It's not finished yet, if you can believe it.
How many years has this process taken for you?
A lot. There's always something. Like if I get a 2-week layover, there's a tattoo happening somewhere in there. Even if it's just the color, 5-10 minutes, it's good. But yeah, it's my tattoos are a reflection of me, of who I am, my personality, what's going on in my life. So yeah, you'll see a lot more going on me.
All right, Mercedes, wrapping this up.
Yep.
Last year and coming into this year, there's a lot of international talent.
Oh, God,
it's always part of the Mae Young Classic.
Yes.
And you traveled around. What do you see as far as international talent and international wrestling on the women's side and how that's elevating?
Oh, I think it gives a chance for the American audience to see something different. When you got Japan, New Zealand, any part of South America, like when you have all this international talent, Poland, Portugal, like anything that you can get your hands on to come to the United States and for the audience to see that is such a great thing. It just means that women's wrestling is going to take over, and it gives a chance for these female talents that are overseas to have something to look forward to because now they can be part of something bigger, an evolution, pretty much.
Goals for you. Is coaching one of the goals for you?
Yes, coaching is one of the goals for me. I think I have a lot to offer. I've been in this business 18 years. Sometimes I can see stuff that other people can't see. And it's not just necessarily the coaching of the ring stuff, but the backstage stuff, the etiquette, paying your dues, always shaking people's hands. You don't know who's who in this business. So it's just everything as a whole and helping the girl's agent, helping backstage with production as well, like I do with Rise, and I help with Shimmer and Shine in that aspect as well. So, backstage is going to be my next goal after I'm done wrestling. But you're never out of this business, so don't ever count me out.
Mercedes Martinez, Mae Young Classic, 2 for 2.
2 for 2, baby.
Representing Waterbury, Connecticut.
Yes, the H2O, baby.
Thank you.